Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and this is a ratio words test. Uh, it's a, you're going to have 1 minute on the clock, so let's begin. So I'm going to provide the answers, and I'll provide the explanation if you have got that answer wrong. So, in the car park, the ratio of red cars to black cars is 6 to 2. If there were 54 red cars, how many black cars would there be? So what we should do? So we put 6 to 2 here, 6 to 2, and there are 54 red cars. So this is the ratio, and we put 54 under 6 because the red cars is noting the 6, while the black cars is noting the 2. So it's 6 to 2, so 54 cars underneath it. So in comparison to that, there is a question mark, and we need to find the answer to that. So what we must do first is simplify it. Since we can easily simplify it, we'll simplify this by dividing it by 2, and simplifying this by dividing it by 2. After that, we need to find out how many are there on one pot. So since there are 4 pots, and 3 make up that 4 pots and 1 makes up that 4 pots, together they make 4 pots, we need to see how many make that pot up. So first, we know 54 is the same as 3 pots. So for it to make to 1, we have to divide by 3. Why? If we want to get from 3 to 1, we have to divide by 3. You can only work by dividing from this digit to that digit, or you can either times it by timesing 3. Either way, you have to bring it back to 1, but you can't add or minus, only through division and multiplication. That's how you bring it. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3. So because this is the question mark, we don't know how to what times 3, so we have to do what times 3, which equals 54. We can't easily do it, so the best way to do it is 54 divided by 3, which will bring us to 1, or 18, as stated here. So the answer must be 18. So the black cars are 18. So that's how many black cars are there. So that's A. Let's go on to our next question. Okay, so let's look at B. If the car park has 20 black cars, how many red cars would it have? So let's refer back to the information they gave us. In the car park, the ratio of red cars to black cars is 6:2. So we gotta remember the red cars is a 6, while the black cars is a 2. So don't forget about that. So it has already provided how many black cars are there. So that's how many black cars are there. The ratio of black cars is 2, as stated here. Each ratio of black car is 20 divided by 2, which will equal 10. So one part of the ratio, in this case, equals 10. And now we need to find out the red cars. The red cars ratio is 6. So 6 times 10 equals 60 red cars. So what we've got to do here is times by 6. So it'll become 6 pots, because as stated here, there are 6 pots of red cars. So it's 6, and you have to do the same here, times by 6, which will equal 60. So that's how many pots of the ratio there was, and this is how many red cars there are. So that's how many cars there are, 60 red cars. So that's how you find out how many cars are there. Let's go on to our next question. Okay, so let's look at the last question. If the total number of red and black cars was 96, how many red cars and how many black cars would it have? In the car park, the ratio of red cars to black cars is 6:2. So that's the information, and that's the question we have got. So the total number of cars is 96. We know the ratio of red cars to black cars is 6:2. So, and the ratio parts is to 6 plus 2, which becomes 8. So there are 8 parts in total. So what we do is that we make it into one part. So we do 96 divided by 8 parts, which will make a part equaling 12. The red cars equals 6 times 12 equals 72. So what we have to do is that since there are 6 parts in the red cars, you have to times by 6, creating 6 parts, and times by 6, showing how many cars there are. So there are 72 cars there. And we have to look at the black cars. So since 1 equals 12, there are 2 parts, so we times by 2. So we times by 2 times by 2, which will bring us to 24. So 72 and 24 are the answers to this problem. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe.